between something and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics by sight. P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, best for me, you don't down. Round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making a million of verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want but
you're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take off for the meal, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now a first carry here for Robinson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing here, Howell. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Mon looks to throw on 1st down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. A solid stiff arm. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Mon looks to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Mon. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
It's Howell with another throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. You remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some more.
Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
Just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mon setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Rodgers to return it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On first down, Howell.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Off the play fake, Mon. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Mon going to throw it.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Second and 10, Howell.
He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
First down, Howell to throw.
And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 16, Howell eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
27 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead is up to 15 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. Here's Howell.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Powell, he'll look to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Howell. Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 2nd and 10, Powell. Robinson's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd. This will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down. It'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to... Here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action here. Mon. They'll roll. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now it's the backup Darnold. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10. Darnold looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. I guess they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Again, Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Darnold. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd down and goal. Darnold, quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They run again on 1st down, Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Cook again. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Mon. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Darnold. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is caught by... So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Darnold. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Darnold to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Vikings, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Washington, their season is on life support.